Welcome back to my Adair Cottage channel. This week I'd like to talk to you about, sorry Macy's just distracting me, I'd like to talk to you about our wonderful few weeks away. We had family home, and we also had our dear friend Mariko, who we met just over a year and a half ago at the Tokyo airport, coming to New Zealand to learn English. Well, she at the end of January went back home to Japan for good this time, and so we took her away. Actually, over the last year and a half, we took her away to a few places. We took her to Christchurch and Diamond Harbour. And this time, before she went back, we took her to our batch up north at a place. Oh gosh, sorry, the second time this chair is broken when I've sat on it. Took her to our batch up north, Bland Bay. Our family, when they were over, we also spent a few days up at Bland Bay. We had a great time playing games and just spending time together as a family. When we took Mariko up to Bland Bay, we stopped off at Whangarei and went to the Friedrich von der Weisse Museum and had a look around there. We went over to Waitangi, and we caught the ferry over to Opua. Then we had a look through Paihia, had lunch in Paihia. And then we came back through into Russell and had a walk through Russell, Waitangi and Russell, historic New Zealand towns. I think the first capital was in Russell, and the first police station, I believe, was also in Russell. And Waitangi obviously was where the treaty was signed. So I'm going to take you and show you those spots. And so I'd like to talk to you about Bland Bay. Bland Bay holds very, very significant memories for me. It was where my grandparents retired. They retired up in the Bay of Islands, and they found the place by their launch and built their a holiday home up there, which they sort of ended up retiring to and commuting from there to Takapuna. And anyway, it is a most magnificent spot, and my grandparents died many years ago, but the legacy that they left behind to my mother and my mother's brother has been divided up between all of us children and the grandchildren. To me, Bland Bay is the place I went to for all of my family holidays in New Zealand, other than Dunedin, when I'd go down and visit my other grandmother, my dad's mother. But it is and was a most magnificent coastal town. Well, it's not a town, it's a coastal part of the Bay of Islands up in the North Island. Both my grandparents and my mother's are ashes spread up there, and every time I go up there I always remember and reflect all the happy memories that I have and of people that I used to hang out with. I've got very close families that I grew up with their children, and these friendships still continue to this day. And so it has also become a very special place for my children and their cousins and my siblings, and so I also, some years ago, I wrote a couple of poems, and I thought I'd just read you one poem that holds my first poem actually I wrote about Bland Bay, and it's my thank you to Logan, Joyce and Pamela Nix. Logan and Joyce were my grandparents, Logan and Joyce Nix, and my mother was Pamela, and so I've called it an ode to Bland Bay. Running along Bland Bay Beach, the sun warming my back, family spirits all around, memories abound. When I was a wee little girl, naked, playing and squealing in the shallows of Whangaruru Harbour. Carrots, that's me. Wibbly wobbly jelly, Rachel and I cry. Etching names in the watermelon, peanuts growing so high. Where did those carefree days go? Travelling the racehorse river, thermet in hand, setting the net and waiting for flounder. Riding the swells with Granny and Grandpa, and just the seagull to take us to shores far and wide, the bravery shining in my young eyes. Adventure for my very soul, dragging the net, sprats jumping so excitedly, rescuing turtles and kiwi alike. Oh, there's a spider on my poem. Oh, Borrie, our secret sailing away, whitebaiting and stories of people I hold so dear, and Coney spreading all that Christmas cheer, that not so innocent oyster kiss, waking up and sneaking out, Granny perched upon her tree stump, painting toenails, sipping tea so very sweet. What's the plan today? Grandpa wanting to smoke fish, dig his garden, dig a hungy. Logan to trap a quail or two in his brick enclosure. Come on, Granny, let's go. Let's gather shells and drag our feet. Let's talk about that little girl taken by the shark outside the schoolhouse of years gone by. Now, as I reflect all those bittersweet memories with a tear in my eye, I love and remember, but never forget. Thank you, Granny, Grandpa and Mum. I love you. My other poem is about my teenage. Is when I was a mother really, and it was also so I've called this Ode to Bland Bay Part 2. It is also dedicated to Vicky Pascoe. Now, Vicky Pascoe was one of the close families that I grew up with, and she passed away as a young girl. So I dedicated this to Vicky Pascoe. Rest in peace. So it seems I've had a request to tell a tale of my teenage years and how Bland Bay has shaped my very existence. How could I forget my lifelong friends, Daryl, Kristen, Vicky and Jason, the mischief we got into. Camping out under the Pahutakawa, with history etched into its very limbs, gazing at the galaxy, the Southern Cross and the pot. No other lights other than the stars to show us the way. Taking a picnic to the Trig, and digging our names deep into the wood of the people I love and who I wanted to love me back. Walking up to the ruins where ghosts still roam, riding bareback on the horses that needed to be broken in, but had no problem eating Granny's garden. Friends who taught me to water ski, taking tapu bones from the very pa we traipsed up and over, hidden in a box to Takapuna, where they didn't belong, to return them at first light to the sounds of mother's wrath, trepidly tiptoeing through the Eureka to see Linda Retty's resting place, shaking water off my face. Meeting Shane at this special place, thank you, 'cause without there would be no Lachlan or Briar. Blessed to share this with Kani, so he can see what I see. Lachlan, Briar, Lily and Widemu, this is for you too. Let your memories build love within your hearts. So that's what my blog's about. It's about some happy times and sharing this with some friends and family. all the shells that were from the beach, and all the shells were put into those tables, and she used to make little creatures as well.
The little creatures?
Well, she used to make like beautiful painted cards. I think your granny used to do it as well.
Yeah, she made shells.
Shell animals and things, didn't she?
Granny's got some.
Yeah. Yeah. My granny used to do it too. Beautiful. Our holiday home in the Bay of Islands is just holds such special family memories, and it's just such a wonderful time when we have the whole family together. Last time our whole family was together was 4 years ago, and this time we've got the blessings of a little granddaughter over from Japan and 2 daughters and our extended family too, with our daughter's wife and our son's girlfriend. We're all here, and our son from Japan, his wife's here, and it's just so wonderful to have us all together and enjoying this beautiful, special time. Way out in the harbour, I don't know if you can see, but I'll turn. There's a boat that's got lots of birds buzzing around it, so either they've got a net that's been set, or they're fishing or something like that. There's people, what do you call it, they had some paddle boarders, and they had what do you call it, when you drag along behind the boat, a like an inflatable thing that you drag behind the boat. I can't remember the name of it. And our family's got this big, if you ever look down, a big mat that we're playing on, which is pretty fun. But, that's what I was going to show you. Way up the gap of the harbour, I don't know if you can see it, way. We've got a boat with a whole lot of fish circling around. Must be good fish. We get dolphins in here. Dolphins and yeah, it's so perfect. It's fantastic to have the family home for these holidays, to have us all together. It's just such a blessing.
Put them on black.
Black.
And their first
Mangu.
Mangu.
Mangu or pangu?
Yeah, mangu.
What's the difference between mango and pango?
both black.
Dialect area.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I know they're
Which one
both
do
black.
Some people just.
Which one do we use?
I think we use
I was just
mangu.
grabbing a beer.
Yeah, that's
I'm stealing your guys' idea of a black cat name and when they
We've got soy sauce, but you can bring some more over.
Oh, no. Oh, that's good.
Itadakimasu.
Itadakimasu.
We've returned from holiday now, so thank you so much for joining me on this incredible journey, exploring the beauty of Bland Bay, the history of Waitangi, the charm of Russell, and the vibrant artistry of Frederick van der Weisse and his mosaics at the museum in Whanganui. I hope you've enjoyed experiencing the special moments with me and my loved ones. And if you have any stories or experiences of your own, I'd love to hear them. Please feel free to put them in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel to stay updated on all of our future adventures. Your support means a world to me, and I can't wait to continue sharing our journey with you. Until next time, take care and happy travels. Thank you.